living with bipolar means that I don't know who wakes up tomorrow. You know, most people have this zone of, I like to describe it, where it's normal, where you're stable. Above that, you got your highs, and below that, you got your lows. My middle zone's like this, and the highs are like that, and the lows are like this. I don't mind being in either end zone because I know how to deal with it. I know that my thoughts don't have to become my actions anymore. And then I know what triggers what I experience and what's going to put me in the lows and the highs. And I know how to come out of them as well. And that comes through tireless work, working on your mind and understanding what it takes to be well. I'm pretty comfortable that I sit here knowing that the amount of work and emphasis that I put on my mind every single day, that I'm able to pull myself out of whatever wakes up. Because of how well I structure and my life, how much I put wellness on my mind, and the tools and strategies that I obsess over so that I can wake up and enjoy an awesome day tomorrow. Not just get by and cope, but have an awesome day.
You talk about your own attempts at suicide. What did it feel like to wake up the next day and still be here?
The hardest part of your journey is that next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks after following a suicide attempt will be the 3, 4, 5, 6 hardest weeks of your life. I've had 4 very serious and close attempts on my life, and you think it would hit home the first time, but that's how serious mental illness is. That feeling of shame, embarrassment, that realisation that you're at the absolute bottom of life. And although there's only one way to go, and that's up, it's a very hard place to get out of. Very, very hard place to get out of. When we see a suicide attempt, whether we think it's a cry for help or whatever bullshit term they give anyone's attempt, is a time that we really need to rally hard around that person, because that realisation that you're at the bottom of life is a pretty tough one to deal with. The reason I went in and took that acceptance, I guess, was pretty much forced upon. I had just recently lost one of my mates to suicide, who I knew what he was going through, he knew what I was going through, so I did it out of sheer fear and worry that I would be next. I didn't want to die by suicide, but I knew if nothing changed, that would pretty much be the path that my mind was going to take me. And I seen the devastation that he left on the community and his friends and family, and it's not something that devastated for 2 months or 2 years. It's something that we live with every single day, and it haunts you, and we'll never be able to take that back. So for me, I think it was a real kick up the bum that, you know, I can't be doing that to my friends and family. He's essentially helping a lot of people around the world, not me. His story that I tell, that's the story that's helped a lot of people go in and get the help and treatment they need. He saves a lot of lives, even though he's not here, and that's a very beautiful thing.
The people that didn't support you, should we say, in the beginning, why do you think that was?
It's that stigma. It's that stigma that suppresses people from talking about the things that really matter, the things that go on up here. I still have people, I've sat in restaurants and been openly talking about these things that we are now, about bipolar and suicide, and I've seen people move their chairs back. I've seen that. I've seen the eye rolls. I've seen the people go, oh, crazy. I was a popular kid at school. I had loads of friends. I had everything going for me, and I probably did not really understand masculinity, and I thought that in talking up and sharing my thoughts and feelings and what I was experiencing was weakness. Stigma definitely stopped me for a long time from speaking out.
When you were first on your journey with anxiety and depression, did you go on medication?
I thought medication and therapy was the be all and end all. I thought, okay, well, I've been to the doctors, I've been to the psychologist, I've got a diagnosis, I've got medication. I walk away now and I do that, and I take the medication, everything's going to be sweet. Unfortunately for me, I'm that one person that if you get a list of side effects for medication, I'm getting all of them, absolutely all of them. I'd wake up every morning in 35-degree weather, go to work with no shirt on and a pair of footy shorts, and I was going to work going, and people would sit there and comment on, Matt, you're cold. And then you've got to worry about that stigma of going, hang on, no, I'm not cold, I'm actually on medication for my brain. You can't have that conversation back then. So for me, it was like, I need to get rid of things that make people aware of what I'm experiencing. So for me, it was about finding this holistic approach to wellness that enables me to nurture my system in a natural way, so that I'm able to not just cope and get by and band-aid things, but I'm able to feel life's emotions. So acceptance is the biggest part. It took me years to find that acceptance for what I was experiencing. I sat there for ages with that self-entitlement trap and thinking that it was everyone else's fault. I escaped to Queensland on the back of an 8-hour plane ticket from my father because I thought I needed to run away and get away. I thought I needed change. I've had acceptance for a long time now, but I see a lot of people every single day that frequent our inbox, our emails, that are struggling, but they don't have that acceptance for what they're experiencing. You can be the best supports in the world, but until you have that acceptance for where you are, that acceptance where you go, waking up and feeling like shit is not a way of life. And if I have to live the next 40 years to wake up and feel like this, not a chance. But once you talk about what you're experiencing, people can help you. Get to that place where you absolutely rock and see the beauty in what you go through. Yes, I feel the lows. Yes, I feel the highs. But I'm able to experience some much deeper and beautiful emotions than most people because of my bipolar. I just can't encourage it anymore to people out there. That's where the journey begins, the moment you take that acceptance and onus for where you're at, where you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you'll wake up and go, hey, by doing nothing, nothing changes. The only person that can change what's going on with this right now is me. Life's not easy, but it is simple when you put the work in. It's a workout for the mind I do every single day. The same way if you want to look good physically, you do a workout. The same way if you want to be well mentally, you work on your mind. And I do that tirelessly every single day because I like having healthy, happy, awesome days, and I like smiling. I don't like being down in the dumps. So I've spent many years at the very bottom, and I like to think I'm climbing my way to the top. And by sharing the things and the tools and techniques that I've experienced and that I have through my journey, hopefully more people can do that climb with me.
What would you say is the main thing you've learned?
Discipline. Discipline, 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 discipline. Yeah, it's doing those things that you don't want to do, but you just know that they're going to make it easier. 26 minutes of exercise equates to 12 hours of good positive brain health. Enough endorphins for 12 hours of good brain health. I know people don't like exercise, but you just get it done. Just get it done. You know, I walk to the gym and some days, as I said, with bipolar, I don't know who's waking up. So I've got either my TED Talks or my podcast, my Law of Attraction coaching or discipline coaching, or I'm listening to motivational videos to feed me the positive affirmations that I need to go through the day. So if I can't tell myself I'm great, I need someone else to do it. So we're listening to it. I walk to the gym, I get my exercise in, I haven't touched my phone, I'm not proactive, reactive. I've eaten well, nutrition in the morning, bang, I've won the morning. You win the morning, you win the day every single time. We've got 1,440 minutes in a day. Tomorrow when I wake up, I've got 1,440 minutes and 1,440 opportunities to create a better version of Matt. Let's not waste them. Let's not waste them. We've got so many opportunities tomorrow to make change, to impact someone's life in a positive way. That opportunity that we've got, that to go speak or be in front of people in this industry, is so important. You might have someone in that crowd that needs your words. The right words at the right time could change that person's life. I think we're moving in the right direction in Australia. We definitely need more emphasis on lived experience. And I think we'll start to change the game and see a lot of people find wellness out of stories and hope and healing. People that have been there, but those who continue to live and lead happy, fulfilling lives, continue to thrive and strive, even with mental illness. It's just as important as anything else. And it's only when we start to work together, collaborate collectively as a team, and come together as one big powerful voice will we start to see change.
Could you tell me a bit about Mindful Oz and what you do?
So Mindful Oz started back in January of 2016 as a Facebook page, purely just after my lived experiences of losing my mates and my lived experiences through mental health and suicide. I founded that page. That page became a non-for-profit organisation in September of 2016. Basically, we do community events, speaking engagements. We work on a strength-based model to recovery, which is built around our compassion, resilience, gratitude, value alignment, goal setting, exercise, nutrition, mindfulness, meditation. So all these things that we give people the tools and techniques to take home, that easily achievable solutions so they can build a bigger, more resilient version of themselves. And we're seeing thousands and thousands of people all around the world get back to living a healthy, happy, fulfilling life. I don't think I've ever been as healthy and as happy and as resilient as I am now. I know how to consistently stay in a place of wellness, and so now it's a really beautiful platform for me to keep growing that and keep promoting these sorts of tools and techniques. I have lost 6, 7 mates to suicide, and I would bring up here is this fucked up slideshow that goes back and forth every single day of the faces that I've lost, the tears and the heartbreak of the friends and the families that sit at funerals. And it breaks my fucking heart. I would do absolutely anything I could to bring back just any of those blokes just for a second and show them how beautiful and meaningful their life could have been. So this journey's not so much about me and where I'm at. I'm at a really good place. This journey for me is and will never waver. It's my why, and that's ensuring that people out there understand that suicide is not the answer. You're unique, you're worthwhile, you're loved, and you're fucking unstoppable.